Question 4b, and we've got this whole long complicated expression. Remember, the key here is just reducing it to the acute angles. So let's have our cast diagram here at the ready, and we don't even need the arrowheads, but I'm going to draw them. X, Y, and look at our various components. We've got tan 120. 120 is sitting somewhere over here. So if that bit's 120, this bit here must be 60. So this is the same as tan 60. But hang on a second, is that going to be positive or negative? Well, let's put our all trig functions are positive here. So C-A-S-T. Trig tan is negative in the second quadrant, and sometimes I love it when you say in the S quadrant. Yeah, in the sine quadrant, in the second quadrant. So therefore this should be negative. So let's put a negative there. Okay, then we're multiplying by cos 150. Okay, so cos 150. 150 is sitting somewhere over here, and if that side is 150, then it's another 30 to get down to the axis. So great stuff. So that's cos 30. Positive or negative? Well, we're still in the second quadrant, so it must have been a negative. So leave enough space to do that. Run out of space, so I'm just going to put this on a new line, but please, if you can, write it all on one line. Okay, let's keep going around. We've got sine 135, and 135 is also sitting in this quadrant, and it's sitting over there. So if that is 135, then it's another 45 to get down to the x-axis. So this must be sine of 45. So that sine 135 is the same as sine 45, but positive or negative? Well, we're in quadrant 2, it's S, so it's going to stay positive. In other words, sine of 135 is root 2 over 2, and that's the same as sine of 45. They're both positive. Okay. Times cos 135, so we're going to multiply it by cos. Well, we've already done this. We know that if it's 135, it's another 45 to get to the x-axis, so it's the same as cos 45, except positive or negative. Well, sine's positive here, so this one we're going to have to change positive to negative. So there we go, and from there we just use our beloved calculator to say tan 60. So tan of 60, tan 60 is root 3, so that's negative root 3. And then we need to still multiply that by, let's match our colors, cos 30, that's root 3 over 2. We still need to, oh, but there was a negative there, so let's remember that negative. We're going to add sine 45. Well, sine 45, root 2 over 2 multiplied by this negative cos 45. Cos 45 gives us root 2 over 2 and equals, you don't need to show all these steps in between. Now let's put this long expression into our calculator. The important bit was that tan 60 gave you negative root 3, and so let's do it. Negative root 3 times, negative root 3 times negative square root 3 over 2 plus, now I've got a plus and a minus here, so I'm just going to change this to, no, let's keep it all exactly as it is, plus root 2 over 2 times negative root 2 over 2 equals 1. There it is, our final answer. If you really want to, you could check and go tan 120 times cos 150 and use your calculator properly, times cos 150 plus sine 135, close brackets, times cos 135. Sense of relief. You were worried you're going to see another answer there, but you could have typed in your calculator wrong as well. So just be aware that this isn't foolproof. Just recheck you've punched it in properly. But there we are, we're good to go.